Hey, I'm Chance Turner here, the founder and visionary of 17:8 Ministries, and I am so excited and honored that you have tuned in with 17:8 Ministries. I believe that you're here for a reason. You're not here by accident. Do me a favor, like this video, share this video to 2 to 5 people, and help us as we're on this mission trying to spread God's word. Not only that, but buy in, subscribe. Click that subscribe button so that you never miss all of the amazing content that we're producing here at 17:8 Ministries. I believe this video is going to empower you, inspire you, and encourage you as you walk with God. How do you deal with having trouble and you just came in to the city? Help the saints.
Never deny your frustrations. Be frustrated in every moment. Because if you're not frustrated now, you'll be frustrated in a moment where you have to speak life into frustrated people. Get it out. Let it out. Let the people say it.
17:8, welcome back to another Discussions for Development. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed our recent Discussions for Development. I'm so grateful for our guests that have came on and shared, and they've done a phenomenal job, and you guys have supported. So thank you for supporting. We wouldn't be anything without you guys' support and your love. Also, I know you see the merch. I know you see I got a video coming for it. But you can purchase merch. Follow us at 17.8 Global on Instagram and DM us, and we'll send you a package. We're here for another Discussions for Development, but we're not alone. Okay, not alone. We have one of my best friends, Pastor Jalen Oliver, here in the city. I tell you, he's a major preacher, so he's here in the city already, and he joined us for this Discussions for Development. I'm grateful for him, grateful for his life, grateful for his heart, grateful that he loves God. And so we're going to be having a discussion. This is going to be a little different than our normal discussions for development because not only is he just a pastor, but he has a different type of mind. And that's why we're here, to go into that and dig a little deeper. Okay? Okay? I'm going to give you the mic and allow you to introduce yourself. And I know that you go to A-State. Say anything else after.
I mean, you don't have to say anything else, about A-State. It's A-State. I attend. I'm getting my little sheet of paper and I'm getting out the door. That's it. That's all. Roll Tide to the day I die.
Listen. And we're posting that.
Yeah. To you, Yeah. Jalen Oliver, originally from Tuskegee, Alabama. Shout out to Tuskegee, the city of Tuskegee, Tuskegee University. Everything Tuskegee is just, it's the only way. Like, there's no other way. Like, God has blessed my life to be able to share in a lot of places and around a lot of people. However, I'm not, so super duper saved and pseudo spiritual that I don't like to have fun. So I love to have fun. So I imagine this will be a fun conversation.
Yeah, definitely will. We're close, so we have natural fun. We're just coming from brunch, so we have natural fun conversation.
And it was good, man.
It was great. So we usually like to typically start these discussions for development asking just a little bit about you. Jalen's dad is a pastor, and his pastor is very influential in his life, and so you came from a Christian household. How important and how tough was it for you to find your own relationship with God? Because so many of us have to tie our Christian identities to other Christians that we know in our family, as opposed to just, I found God in my own way, and I know him in this way, as opposed to, you're the pastor, you got your own church, you my daddy, but I can still not know God and be with you every Sunday.
Honestly, I think my own personal trials and problems forced and even forged a deeper relationship. Because I always had a relationship with God.
Right.
Always. But when you go through stuff and go through stuff young, you know, I know the stereotype is young people don't ever go through anything. When you go through heavy stuff young, it always forces you. It forces you to have some faith. Like for real. If you've been in church, you're around church, and mom and daddy ain't getting it. Like they get it, but you know, I have to have somebody else that I can go to that understands on another level. And if God is the only person to comfort you and calm you and ease you when you're really going through, at a young age, it'll force you. It'll force you. It's like your own fiery furnace. And mom and dad ain't in there with you, but God is.
So you feel like life in a way has sacrificed you?
I feel like life has sent me. Sent me to God. Like there's some things that just push
Pushed
you.
you.
God. Yeah, it just pushed me straight to him. Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody else that can do what he can do.
Mm.
And that seems so cliche, but there's literally nobody that can do it.
It's
And
indescribable.
undeniable. Nobody can do what God can do.
So, how do you think that we get to the opposite? Jalen is a rare case. It's true and as different as me and him are as preachers and just people, period. We kind of came up on the God did it side. Some people come up on the I don't even want to hear about what God can do side. How do you think, because we always have to say the church did it,
Yeah.
but how do you think that life, if it pushed you to God,
It has the proclivity and the propensity.
so how did, let's get into it, let's talk about that. We're flowing today. Okay? So how do we get there? And because 17-8 is an outreach ministry, college ministry, of course, with everything, but we're an outreach ministry. And we're trying to meet those that feel like they are closer to relationship than religion. And we're trying to impact the people that can say, I'm in church. We want you.
Yeah.
But we also want people that can say, I ain't been in church in a minute. A minute.
Yeah.
And so if you sitting in the bed watching this right now and you feel like life didn't push you to God,
Yeah.
but it pushed you away, how do you think we get there? How do you think we fix it?
I think there are a couple of things for getting there, because there's a lot of ways that you can get away from God. A few of them are the way we see God. Because I think sometimes if all we see God as is what God can do for us, then we'll miss the blessing in what he never does or does not do or choose not to do for us, which will make you feel some type of way. Because if we're in a relationship and your guy has been doing this all the while, and then all of a sudden blatantly doesn't do what you expect him to do, you're going to feel some type of way. And you're going to want to ask some questions. And that's the same kind of relationship that we have with God. And I think that we sometimes make the mistake of putting God in human position when he's sovereign. That God is not just a God that pulls good out of bad situation. He is the good.
Right.
In every situation. Yeah. And I think that's a lens that some people don't see God as, because it's only God can bless you and God can keep you and God can restore you, and he can.
Or why did God let this happen?
Or why did God let this happen? The Odyssey. Why do bad things happen to good people? Which runs a whole lot of people away from church, God, because God done everything right, but this still happened. We are a whole lot of Jobs that just never fell to their face. They fell away from God instead of falling on their face.
They did what Job could have did.
Could have done.
Gotcha.
Right. And God still has grace for you. To turn that
You
thing
can still
around.
come back.
You can still come.
Yeah.
There's still room. Man,
Right.
for you.
Right. It is.
You know.
Yeah.
So fixing it, I think the church, for the argument that the church did it, the church has to be more honest that God can do it. He will do it. But there are some times that God is not going to do it.
Right.
He's not.
At all.
At all. Like, he's not thinking about you. Perfect example. And I'm not even trying to make this a cry moment, but the night I got the call about my mother, I prayed literally right there. It's the natural instinct. Whenever you're in situations like that, the natural inclination is to pray. I literally felt my prayers bouncing off the walls in my dorm room, hitting me back in my face. Because God was literally telling me, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I'm just not.
I love you.
I love you, but I'm not. I'm not doing it. It's almost like when we ask our parents for stuff, and they're just like, no. Or you try to come back again, and they're like, no.
And you're not getting it.
Or you come back a different way, or ask another parent, or have one of your grandparents to ask your parents, no. What do you do when God says no? So I think the fix, one of the fixes is being honest about the reality of God, the true nature of God. Because we don't even still know everything about God.
Right. We'll never will.
We never will. But we have to make Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 more than just a memorized verse. And let's dig deep into trusting God in every situation. Because in every situation, he can bring blessed consolation.
Mm.
That's our easy fix.
Mm.
Because if I'm going to trust him, help me trust him when things are good, when things are bad, when I'm feeling God, when I'm not feeling God, when I have questions about God. Like, God, do you even care about me? Do you even see me? God, are you like on my side, like my team? Because it seems like my enemies and the devil cares more for me because they do exactly what I need to do, cosmic bill hot type stuff. You don't work like that.
Yeah.
If we fix our trust, our lenses of trust, or if we clean our lenses of trust and get all the good candy cane theology gone, I think that may help our falling away from God.
Mm. How do you see God? Right, that's what we're talking about. How do you see God?
Yeah.
If I see God as just this outstanding being that should not do or should not let this happen to me,
Right.
you know, you lost your mom. Why?
Right.
Could you not heal? You always heal,
I always heal. You heal for my enemies.
but you won't heal for me.
Mm.
So, and I was talking to somebody about this the other day.
Mhm.
They said life is weird. I said God is weird.
Yeah, he's weird. He's weird.
So, the question is really more so, how bad do you want to follow God?
Mm.
I think a lot of us kind of get, suckered into like the whole youth church and grandma and them brought me. And you have such an unrealistic view of who God is at all. You think he's so good, he can't do no wrong.
Yeah. Like how some people raise their kids.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a sheltered Christianity.
Yeah.
You're sheltered.
Sheltered view of God.
Yeah. Life is really tough out here.
It's tough. It's hard. You see them lights on Sunday morning, but you don't see their darkness.
Mm.
It's tough.
And so you gotta want to follow God as bad as you want to live
And breathe.
and breathe
And eat.
and sleep, anything.
Yeah.
And so maybe you fell away from God because you really just didn't want to be close to him like that. You ain't want him for real. You weren't really interested.
Yeah. It's like the idea
Right.
being there.
He sounded good in your ears.
Yeah. I needed him. He got me through what I needed him.
Right. It was enough for that moment, but I'm not really kicking it in.
Yeah.
So stop talking about God in a negative view if you don't want to follow him that bad. no, man, I don't believe you. I'm missing that and that. You didn't even try God. Like, you won't try God. Some of y'all, to be honest, you won't. You're scared because you know. Okay. Gotcha.
He's that guy.
So we've covered our first question. Now, second question. We want to ask you about what you're listening to.
Okay.
So who's your favorite gospel? Well, there's gospel, rap, worship, whatever it is. Favorite artist or song? Either or. And favorite secular artist right now or song?
So, gospel, I don't think I have a favorite gospel artist.
Cool.
Because I listen to a wide range of Christian gospel music. And if you understand music, then you understand why I put Christian in front of gospel. So I don't think I have a favorite for gospel or Christian music.
Okay.
But secular, that is kind of crazy for the preacher to not have a favorite, but I got everything.
But you got everything else that you got nothing to do.
Secularly, I'll start R&B. P.J. Morton.
Okay. That's kind of like your generic.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy. I've often heard attributed to him as the Stevie Wonder of our time.
Okay.
And whenever I'm in a chill, relaxed mood, turn on some PJ, it ain't even gotta be a date. I could just turn on something and just listen to the chords in the background. I ain't even studying what he talking about, but I hear, what, PJ? What are you, like, oh my God, PJ. PJ. So PJ Morton R&B. I'm from Tuskegee, and that's black belt. So we listen to blues down there, King George.
Hey,
listen. He's got the Holy Ghost.
He's got it.
He's got it. That is all over him.
Got it, Doc.
Yeah. So that's blues.
Don't let me be blind.
Ooh, my God. Oh, you know who slept on in the blues world? Terry Rogers. Terry Rogers. You have to look him up. Terry Rogers.
I did too.
He has a song called, he has an album called Confessions from a Church Boy. Because he sings with Tim Rogers and the Phillips. Yeah. Terry, he's legit. He's legit. But rap, hip hop. I think I could never go wrong with NBA YoungBoy. I could never go wrong with Lil Baby. We have, matter of fact, let's make this easy on ourselves. Let's see who the last rap artist I listened to. Let's
say the Walls Group, so you like the Walls Group.
I love the Walls Group, actually.
All right. Shout out to the Walls Group.
Shout out to the Walls Group. My
Right.
God, shout out to the Walls Group. Let's see who we got in here. Oh, Samara Joy. I love her. You have to look her up. Samara Joy. She has a song called Guess What I Saw Today. You have to really listen to it, You have to really love music to like the people that I'm going to tell you about,
You have to listen.
You have to listen. Like, you can't
right.
Just,
you can't be one of those
pop.
mumble type of person.
No. Yeah, I think that's about it. NBA YoungBoy, Lil Baby. I'm probably forgetting somebody, but that's it. That's who I go with. Oh, Tupac. I love Tupac.
Okay.
You'll never die.
Don't never skip past Calvin Richardson.
Don't get me started with Calvin Richardson. Let's just go to the next question.
If you don't know, Calvin is the GOAT, man. Calvin Richardson is the GOAT. Anyways, next question. Jalen is a pastor.
Oh, man.
Pastors a beautiful church with a thriving congregation in Whitehall, Alabama. He's also... You see, I'm not cutting this. He's also a student.
Oh, man.
So my question is, what motivates you right now?
My future motivates me. The things that I cannot see, that I want to obtain, is really what pulls me. And that's honest to God truth. Like, it's not even a rehearsed answer. What I want for myself, what I want for my life, absent of marriage, like before we get to any of that, what I just want for me personally is a main motivation in my personal, spiritual, and academic life. Where I've been told I'll end up and where I want to end up, all being tied to God's will for where He wants me to end up. I'm just really just trying to get prepared for wherever He wants to take me. I want to be to the point to where I know I can't shock God, but I want to try. I know I can't. It's literally impossible to shock Him. He knows everything. But I want to work my tail off to the point to where it almost feels like I shocked God. Oh, what?
You outdid yourself with
You,
this
man. Look at
Showed
you.
out with this one.
Look at you.
Showed
I
out.
want God to say, I did something. I made Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Should want to make God proud.
Yeah, I made God proud. That's really it. That's really it.
Okay. Now, this next question, I kind of know the answer to this, the first one, which is what are you building right now? First Baptist.
Yeah.
But what is your hustle?
My hustle has been since the pandemic, media and marketing. I'm not a media and marketing major, and so many people have been asking me, "Do you major in media and marketing?" Because they see all of the stuff going on at First Baptist. And honestly, over the course of these past 2-3 years, now I've trained people how to do what I've been doing over the course of like 2 years, technologically. And right now, my main hustle is media and marketing because there are so many pastors, churches that will never say anything in public, but in social media, they're in your inbox saying, "Hey, pastor, can you help me? Can you help us out at the church? Can you help me out? I'm trying to do this for my ministry. I'm trying to do this for my kids." Because technology is advancing, and in the pandemic, the church had to come to the young people for technology. So now I've taken that step forward to where it's not just church; it's more so broadened out to community, family, and all that. Also, my hometown community means a lot to me, and even though I'm rarely there, I try to be there on Friday night, so I pop up at football practices during the week because I'm chaplain. So that's a hustle for me in terms of being directly in communication with young people while I'm still young, so they can see that, hey, I came from where you came from, walked these same halls, and if I can do it, you can do it. Even if you don't go pro, you can still do something, so that's really just it, media, marketing. I got a single that I wrote. It ain't been dropped yet, but it's coming. Music, media, marketing, ministry.
Follow Jalen on Facebook. Jalen Oliver. Instagram, because we need the single. I've been waiting on it. I have. I don't know if y'all can get him to drop it or not, but I have. All right. But no, seriously, I'm thankful for his unique gift to be able to reach people outside of a pulpit, outside of an entire church building. I think this guy could go in a building or in a random place and have a conversation with an atheist, and they would never know he's a pastor, and he can still help them out. And so, I think God is calling us to be different. You said the church has to be a little bit more honest. Yeah. And I think that for the walk of a Christian, it's a walk of being honest, collaborating, being open, being willing to have faith and trust. And so, his gift and his transparency and his honesty and his variety of gifts, because I don't have marketplace gift. I don't have that. We were just talking about how I feel like I have a gift to create, just what we've been doing with 17. And so not everybody has
Bars.
Hey, we just did that at Chip. We just did it today at Youth Church. We created gospel rap. But anyways, and so you got to be able to know what your gift is, but also be able to thank God that He has people with different gifts that could sometimes show where you lack, but at the same time you can still support them, celebrate them, collaborate with them. Listen, I told you that video was going to empower, inspire, and encourage you. Listen, we're praying for you daily here at 17-8 Ministries as we do our best to try to help you as you walk with God. Do me a favor, not only subscribe, like, and share this video, but follow us on our social medias at 17.8 Global on Instagram and 17.8 Ministries on Facebook. Listen, I love you. We're praying for you.